Hi batho ba me. My name is Mandiba Amantetlawana and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Man, I've been wanting to say that for a long time. So on today's episode, we're going to be talking about a topic that I feel very passionate about. The title of today's video, as you can see, is Are you leading for people or for yourself? Think about that. Think about that. I'll wait. Yeah. Are you leading for people or for yourself? So when we talk about leadership, right, the definition of leadership is you are, I wouldn't say in control, but you are leading people that are following you to a particular destination, right? That's the general definition. That's the general definition that we know. But the Bible actually says that to lead is to serve. So when you're a leader, you're actually a servant. And something that I heard also recently is that, not recently, I think sometime last year actually, is that when you are a leader, you have to have a heart for people. You have to have a love, an immense and passionate love for people. So one thing I've realized is that, and it's something that I also struggle with as a leader, that oftentimes when you lead, you sometimes have to struggle and grapple with your own personal desires simply because leading is somewhat satisfying your ego, right? When you're being seen, when you're being put out there, you're starting to feel like, you know what? I'm that guy, I'm that girl, I'm that whatever. And it's something that, can affect the way you lead because you start to shift from leading for people, you're passionate about change to watla go bonwa. And I think it's something that's very important to talk about. And I hope this is a video that checks you as well, for you to check, are you leading for yourself or are you leading for other people? Sorry about that. Are you leading for yourself or are you leading for other people? Because leadership it's a calling, yes. You can be chosen as well, but it's also something that is so intimate. It's something that one should really be intentional about as well. It's not something that you should take on for selfish reasons, because leadership in itself, it's very selfless. You're not doing anything for yourself, you're doing it for others. Leaders oftentimes are the ones that you sleep less, you do less because you have less time because you're doing so much more. And oftentimes I've had to stop and ask myself, am I leading because I'm actually trying to help people, or am I leading because this leadership position or this leadership journey that I have is actually getting me the recognition that is satisfying my own desires? People know my name now. Like, I'm known as such and such a leader. I'm the founder of such and such initiative, and it's something that's like, oh, you know what I mean? And I've had to ask myself oftentimes, calm down. Is this decision for the people that you say that you're serving, or is this decision for yourself, to put yourself out there? It's something that you claim that, oh, God has given you this vision, God has put this in your hands, has entrusted you, you thank God, but are you really leading for people? Are you really leading for yourself? It's something that you should really question yourself as a leader throughout your leadership journey, because it is something that will keep you in line. When you make certain decisions, is it for people? Is it going to benefit the people that I feel called to serve? Or is this for me? So honestly speaking, leadership, I think everyone is a leader in their own right, in their own shape and form. But leadership is something that can get to your head. And I think I'm going to make reference to God and the Bible and the devil multiple times, simply because I'm a Christian and I'm not afraid to admit it and say it. Jesus this, Jesus that, hello. So, as I was saying, like, the devil can use your fleshly desires, because as kids growing up, you have a desire to be known, you have a desire to prove something to other people, that you are actually something. And when you take on the leadership journey and things start happening for you, it tends to be a thing where you satisfy that ego. You finally are proving to people and proving to yourself. And oftentimes I've had to just sit and think, wait a minute, wait. What is this for? What am I doing? Is it working for these people? Because I've been I'm being followed by people, or I'm claiming, to be a leader because I'm trying to solve a certain solution. Is it actually working? Or am I just being placed in certain spaces and certain positions and it's benefiting me? I'm just, all of a sudden I'm making a name for myself alone, you know? So leadership is such a beautiful journey, but it's one that, you have to always be self-aware oftentimes. You have to always be having checks and balances, people that hold you accountable, that ask you questions. You said that this year you want to do such and such for the audience or for the community that you say that you're doing it for, but now you're in certain spaces and you're not even considering that community. Now you started an initiative, and instead of giving back to that community the money that you got, waja. And that's something that, could be a blessing from God for you to improve the community that you've been praying to God about, that you've been trying to solve. And you could be the key to a certain a certain problem, opening a certain door in a certain community. But because you're so focused on, maybe you've kind of forgotten your why, that now it's okay, no, I'm here, or post all it's all over the place. But who are you leading for? Who have you started your initiative for? Ask the people that you are trying to help, is it working? If not, what do I need to change? Be open to constructive criticism. Be open to changing. Be open to consulting with wisdom from God, honestly. For me, it's God above everyone. If God says, or if I believe God has told me that this is what I should do, I'm not listening to anyone, no matter how qualified you are. I'm so sorry. But you get what I mean. So, are you leading for people, or are you leading for yourself? Leadership is a beautiful position. How look I had only CEO, how look I had only founder of Ing Ing, how look I only director of Ing Ing. The way that the people treat you, it can get to your head and you can forget your why you're there. You can forget that you're part of a system, a part of a chain, and your purpose is to open doors for people. And you start being selfish. And especially in Botswana, honestly speaking, I'm so grateful and so impressed and so God, again, I love the fact that there's been so many more youth leaders that we're seeing. But I just wanted to speak on such a topic because it's something that will definitely come your way. Even if you are just upcoming, you haven't reached a certain point, as long as you're consistent, as long as you keep getting a clearer and clearer vision on whatever initiative you've started, you're going to get recognition. You're going to get people to support you. You're going to get such and such happening. It's going to break through for you. If you do it well and you do it consistently and you do it with excellence, you will get the recognition you're meant to get. The issue now is when you have the recognition, do you let it get to your head, or do you utilize it to glorify God and to shine light on the certain issues that you were advocating for before? And I feel like that's where I think, I have such an opinion about this, and I hope no one really cancels me. I don't think there's canceling in Botswana. There shouldn't be. But when we talk about politicians, right, let's bring it home. When we talk about politicians, we always see people that start off being so passionate about their communities. Politicians are not individuals by were always corrupt. And I don't think anyone ever starts off as corrupt. I think you start off as a passionate youth, as a passionate leader, that you see the issues in your country. Or you are so passionate about it. But when you finally get to that position, when you finally get in that space and you're facing certain decisions that can gotta compromise your integrity and everything that you stand for, or benefit you and your people, it's a real choice, And when you're also, you end up being surrounded by people that are like, no, as I said, but it doesn't matter. And slowly you just turn into this person that you were once a youth leader that was passionate about their people, but now you are selfish. it doesn't just happen overnight. It's something that the devil uses, because he knows humans have ego, humans have pride, humans have this desire to please other people. It's in us, you know what I mean? That's why God says, oh, and I read this Bible verse yesterday. The Bible says, do not regard man, for what is he but breath? All men have, all, not just men, like men, but man as in humans, human beings. All that they are is breath. Do not take into consideration their thoughts. Do not take into consideration their opinions that much. Of course, consult with wise men, but do not let that people's opinions be what influences you and changes you. I think I've spoken so much on so many different things, but at the end of the day, when it comes to being a leader, you need to be able to answer the question, are you leading for yourself or are you leading for other people? That's what will guide your decisions in everything that you do, with your initiative in every decision you make. Because I don't think being a leader is only about having an initiative. Being a leader is also just about, the way you carry yourself. If you've been given a project at work, at home, at school, whatever, the way that you carry yourself inspires people every single day, and you lead in that sense. So, are you leading for yourself? Are you pushing in life for yourself? Are you pushing in life for others? Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment your opinions. I'm so open to reading all of them. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.